All right, let's do this Poland video. First stop, Kazimierz. Goomer's welcoming us in, and here we go. This is the walkway, the driveway, excuse me, that takes us all the way up to our house, which you can see right here. And look who's waiting for us, Zulka. And Goomer and Zulka were thick as thieves, and just had the best time hanging out together, and it was pretty awesome to see. Now Goomer's heading in to show us the house. Here we are in the kitchen. Crowded as always. This is where the food is, so this is where we congregate. Some fresh strawberries that Zulka brought. A little cheese and pate from Teresa. Here's where we hung out in the living room.
I live in Minecraft Survival.
A little bit of lounging.
You left a card.
Looks like a little bit of boop action there.
What about Puck Puck?
Oh yeah, Chef, I stole your phone.
This is the dining room where we had many good meals. Speaking of, even though we were in Poland, we could still make the traditional summer pasta.
Yummy.
And it was.
Chef, I like the new dough.
Your dog
And that didn't stop there with the eating. We ate pretty well. A lot of the home-cooked meals were some of the best. And Zulka here's Goomer's putting her to work on the Polish hamburgers.
Very good.
There she is, mixing away.
It's not warming well.
Yeah, the stovetop was not hot, so that was a problem. This was some meatloaf that we got from this guy, who was just the best. Some beet salads Goomer's working on. I think Zulka's working on a little bit of slaw.
I want this one.
Oh, it was delicious. Look at that.
I want this one.
Look at that.
This is so beautiful.
It is beautiful, Kate.
Mutard?
And this, if you can believe it, is a completely different meal. More salads, potatoes. Oh, the potatoes and
Oh yes, I did. Yeah.
unbeatable.
No.
What's that for then?
And then I believe, yep, here we had some sausage with this meal that Kate was cutting incorrectly.
Wasn't cutting incorrectly.
That's right, incorrectly, Kate. She had to ruin one meal, and I think that was at least one that she ruined. Here's the house. And this is kind of the outside of the house, where we hung a little bit.
Jimmy, that's on you.
I'll do it.
When the bugs weren't too bad. The bugs were pretty bad, not gonna lie. Here, Yadek and Kasha came to visit us at our house. And then Chichahanya came. And it was a beautiful place. As you can see, nobody's outside here because, again, I'm sure there were many bugs. But right now it looks so peaceful. All right, looks like it's chorus time.
Hit it, boys.
Come on, you know what you do. You know what you wanna do. But if you do what you don't wanna do, you goddamn do it too. But if you know what you do, you know what you gotta do. But if you know what you do, you goddamn do it too. Okay, and now we're going to get into town. The historic town of Kazimierz. This is the town square.
Can I go get a drink?
A lot of action here when we first showed up. There was a festival of sorts going on with some, yep, there we go, some live music. Some goats being played, that was a first. Flamenco action there. Look at that. And then there was some very uplifting traditional Polish music that was played. And of course, always time for some screens. And for tying imaginary necklaces on. Do it, Jack. Oh yeah, and the king was presiding. And then just some lollygagging. Oh, there we go. Back to the meats. Always back to the meats. Goomer's haggling. In town, there was a beautiful old church, one of the centerpieces of the downtown. We lit some candles, said a few prayers, perhaps, and then took off. And this was out by the river, where Shep really looked great in that lighting, didn't he? There's some skateboarding. There's some undertow in the river. Don't go in the river. Oh, this is a cool pool that we stopped by at a hotel. They let us swim in there for a couple bucks. And then there was some great meal. This was a great meal. That dish in particular right there. Oh, that one's good too. And then here's some various user-generated content. Some schnitzels.
Dinner.
A little bit of tripe soup for Goomer.
But it's very good.
She likes.
Nothing wrong with this type.
And just a lot of hanging out downtown.
In the afternoon we'll come back here.
Oh, there's Yadek.
Check it, look.
Oh, okay. Looks like it's time for the chorus.
Hit it, boys!
Come on, you know what you do. You know what you wanna do. But if you do what you don't wanna do, you goddamn do it too. But if you know what you do, you know what you gotta do. But if you know what you do, you goddamn do it too.
Borówka. Okay, here we are in the graveyard on the way to Casa Timowska. And there we are. Arriving.
So this is many people stayed here.
That's right.
Look different. It had at one point had a thatched roof.
Yeah. This is where Goomer spent many a summer when there wasn't bombing and things happening and Germans invading. I think they're talking about building a fire because, again, of the bugs.
Without sausages.
And Yadek told us that there are some wild pigs that ravage the area. Oh! A little bit of merriment, a little bit of singing. Yadek is in a choir, so he pulled out some of the classics, which we all knew. Look at Grace, she's loving it.
Gdzie jest ta dziewczyna, co kocham ją? Znalazłem dziewczynę, znalazłem dom. znalazłem dziewczynę, co kocham ją.
Classic. And then, of course, no family gathering is complete without a little bit of Spud.
Paparazzi, paparazzi. Paparazzi. Alla la, yeah. Come on.
Oh, you know what time it is.
Youngster Prussian.
Yeah. Tell, Kate. You want to- Kate!
Go Bajonka. Go Bajonka. Go Bajonka.
Petronka.
Go Bajonka. It's your birthday.
Polish custard.
Go Bajonkas.
That's amazing.
This is Polish, like Jolly Rancher.
Ooh, quick transition into the barge going across the river to check out the town of Janowitz. A nice little walk into the village. Oh yes, the witch. This was a cool little trip. We found this butcher again, and then we had a wonderful meal here. One of the better meals out, maybe. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Pierogies, potato pancakes. All right, it's chorus time.
Hit it, boys! Come on, you know what you do. You know what you wanna do. But if you do what you don't wanna do, you goddamn do it too. But if you know what you do, you know what you gotta do. But if you know what you do, you goddamn do it too.
Demetrius.
Okay, here we are in Lublin, the birthplace of Goomer.
I don't think James would be allowed in the street.
Why not?
Come on, buddy. You gotta lock the door. Let's go.
Oh yeah. This is where the Goomer came from. So we had to check it out.
Snooch bar.
A lot of skateboarding.
Like the British drill rap.
Yeah.
James had a couple admirers here.
My London scammer.
Look at that old town. Soaking it in. Fighting the elements.
I don't know why.
Now this track here is, I think one of the better tracks on the album. Here's Jack. Jack wants to go to Sephora. We know this. It's a lot of just kind of viewing, we're just looking at stuff, really. This is where Goomer's grandmother lived. She showed us in the town square, and then there's the restaurant that we ate at, which we had another great meal.
Yeah, keep it on.
I get it.
Yeah, Mama, keep it on.
If I remember, there's some pigeon action here.
They're making sense.
Now those potato pancakes were not quite as good as the other ones. They're a little doughy, but I think the pigeons enjoyed them. That's right. Ah, yes, the fountain. A lot of action here. Nice. James is putting on a show for the people. This is a nice little vortex, I think, a little camera that sent us into Kazakhstan, somewhere. I forget. Ooh, and this was the estate that we stopped by. The palace of the Zamoyski family. Some peacocks. This was on the way to visit Zulka. We stopped by here. Beautiful landscaping. I think there's a Roomba lawnmower somewhere around there mowing the lawn. some beautiful art.
I wonder where they came from. It's sad.
And then it was time for the tour. Yes. Knew that our tour guide looked familiar.
Dzień dobry wszystkim w Muzeum Zamorskim w Koszalicy. Proszę Państwa, najpierw będzie...
Thrilling. Quite beautiful. Quite ornate. A lot of just wall-to-wall paintings. I mean, just massive paintings. I think that was a big furnace right there. And here we are in the van on our way to Zulka's.
It's so cute and fluffy. Kate, there's a cute cat. There's a really cute cat out here.
There were, in fact, many cats,
Googie's in it. Oh.
to the delight of the children. Zulka has a pretty cool house out in the country. And there's Kuba cooking up his famous chicken.
Yes, I do.
I love this house.
Really?
Oh.
I have like 10. James just has his pick. He just got.
There's a young Zulka, and those are the potatoes. Maybe the best potatoes we had all trip. And Kuba's showing off his studio, some of the instruments that I don't know if he made those, but here we let Kuba kind of set the soundtrack for this little piece of the video.
Oh my god, James.
And this meal, that chicken was just incredible. And those potatoes, just simple potatoes. Voted by some as the best meal on the trip.
A was saying that we should get wine from Portugal. Is that the right thing? Yes.
Oh, I like that. That's a big
All right. I think it's time for another chorus.
Hit
it, boys! Come on, you know what you do. You know what you wanna do. But if you do what you don't wanna do, you goddamn do it too. But if you know what you do, you know what you gotta do. But if you know what you do, you goddamn do it too.
All right, and now it's time to get into the big city of Warsaw. And there's Goomer.
Come on.
A little anti-Putin propaganda there. Not big Putin fans. But here we are just kind of feeling the energy. You know, we've been out in the countryside. Now we're getting into the city. This is where Goomer and Zulka kind of lived for most of their childhood, I believe. That's a milk bar from the Soviet era. The occupation. Yeah, getting into it. All right, here we are going into the old town area. So that whole area up there was completely destroyed in the war, bombed, and they rebuilt it to look close to identical to how it looked, and it was wonderful. This is where we ate lunch.
I got a Hladnik, so you can have some of that. That Zurich is good.
I did get a Hladnik. Zurich was way better.
Are you filming? Guys, these beats are sick. It's like, you know, we're in a heart of things, it feels like.
Now we're interested.
It feels like we're in a heart of things. Yeah, you do.
Such a cool apartment. Very chic, antique chic. Shep's digging. Had to peek in the kitchen here. Get a little preview of what was coming our way. Oh yeah.
I like to feel like I'm jealous of this apartment.
Kate, get over
I
it.
don't like that feeling.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
guys, I do not like that feeling. Like,
Snooch, get out of here. All right, it's time to eat.
should sit someplace.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. Що прошу?
All right, a little bit of quiet for this meal because, again, some may say this was,
And me.
yeah, the best meal of the. It was just home run after home run. Started with some delicate gnocchi. I mean, excuse me, pierogies.
These guys.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Salivating.
Start with 2.
And those were delicious. And then second course, we have salads, then the pierogies, then this came out, the duck, the roasted duck with gnocchi and apples. And then afterwards, we stretched our legs and went for a little walk. And we went to go check out the place where Goomer and Zulka lived as children in this apartment building here. All right, let's get in. 7 of them lived in there. So this is where the Goomer resided as a young pup. This is where many a Schmingus Dingus took place. Goomer running up and down these stairwells, trying to evade the glasses of water being dumped on her. And a nice little transition into the subway where we went. We took a little trip across the river to Praga to check out the hip area, kind of the Brooklyn of Warsaw. Found a skate park for James to hang out in, and then we found some food. We found these food halls, which are fantastic. This is a little hanging outside of our hotel, just chilling, getting ready for the big party. Here we go. Now this was the pièce de résistance of the trip. Getting to see some family. There's Matt, and hang out with some relatives, people we haven't seen in a long time, or some people we've never met. And obviously Teresa had an incredible feast for us.
Wow, okay.
Outdid herself.
Okay.
Yeah, this was awesome. This was awesome. There's Anilka. A little more singing. The family likes to sing. And why not? And there we are, the Heekin-Uhas Tamaskis. There's a little bit of scootering action. We did scooter a bit. And then we got outside, last couple days, I think this is the day before last, we got into the park for a little stroll. Got to see the Italian Prime Minister, I believe, was meeting the Polish president. Stopped to check out some carp.
Pretty sure it's a carp food.
Little selfie action, looking great. And then we went and walked over to the river and found this little park area. Everyone got to check out the warrior mermaid. There's Goomer and Zulka just chilling, getting a little rest. And then back to the food hall, obviously, for some well-deserved grub after that long walk. And then we went to a library, or was this anyway, there was a roof garden that we tried to get into, but it was closed. And then boom, this is our final meal across the street from our hotel at an Indian restaurant. Bittersweet, you know, just hanging out, having our last meal. And then unfortunately we did have to say our goodbyes because the trip at this point had come to an end.
Hit it, boys! Come on, you know what you do. You know what you wanna do. But if you do what you don't wanna do, you goddamn do it too.
Okay.
But if you know what you know what you do, you know what you gotta do. But if you know what you do, you goddamn do it too. Come on, you know what you do. You know what you wanna do. But if you do what you don't wanna do, you goddamn do it too. But if you know what you do, you know what you gotta do. But if you know what you do, you goddamn do it too.